Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight a very special episode on one of my favorite rye producers of a finish I didn't really even know they ever made. Special shout out to Paul O'Toole. Thank you, sir, for saying this. He said he was sending me a sample. He didn't mention it was a 750 ml sample. Sagamore Kingston finish rye. You might go, Bourbon Bill, what the hell's Kingston finish? Is that for kings? Certainly hope it tastes like it tonight, and we're going to get into that, but we don't know. Kingston just says Kingston finish here. Then down here in the label we get more information. Straight rye whiskey, finished in a Kingston black cider barrel. Holy shit, it's apples, it's fall time, y'all. So it's about to be the ultimate summer crusher sipper. We're slipping into fall here, right? Alright, this was a store pick for the Dallas Bourbon Club. I also hear that there's might be a store doing some in Maryland. But don't have that one. So Dallas Bourbon Club, maybe a good job. We'll find out tonight. It says 5-year-old straight rye whiskey spent an additional 3 years. That's right, let's do our grade school math. 5 plus 3, compute 8. 8 total year aging on this beautiful bottle. So again, a store pick, probably very limited, but he just picked this up recently, so if you're near the Dallas Bourbon Club, or wherever that is, obviously Dallas, Texas is my guess. If you're near there, check it out. Maybe you can get one. Looks like the Kingston apple is small dark red apple, although it's called Kingston Black. Kind of funny, small, dark, and red. Not really black, but they call it Kingston Black. Formerly grown in the West Country cider producing regions of England, and now the preferred cider making apple here in the U.S. Well-rounded cider with an intense flavor, and the fruit is fine-grained, tender, sharp, rich, and fruity flavor. Boy, all that sounds good. I didn't know anything about Kingston or black hard cider apples before this, but now I do. So thank you, Paul, for the education in cider. Now, give me a shorter video. How is it? How does it look? Color, nice and dark. You know, nice and dark. When you think of cider, you don't think just dark in color, right? So, you know, this isn't the darkest Sagamore I've ever seen, but 3 years in probably a once-used apple cider barrel on the nose. Oh, sweet heavens. It's all apples and cinnamon and rye spice. Wow, I get just this sweet, fruity rye. Wow, and like this rich apple scent is here, but man, it's blends so perfectly with the rye. Like, man, Sagamore is the king of finishing stuff here. Like, faint hint of cinnamon. It's apple cinnamon, but it's not overpoweringly cinnamon. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it smells like apples," and that's just a disguise for youth. Not here, not here. This is so well integrated into the rye. Down the hatch. Oh, is that heavenly? Wow. I get a big burst of like rye spice and like some caramel. Load of fruit up front. And then we do transition into this like, it's kind of acidic. Almost tastes like a cider. Like, I know it's weird to say, but like, you get this like pop of cider in there, and then I get this nice, just like grandma's apple and cinnamon finish. Boy, is it crushable. The apples and cinnamon sticks around in the finish, but this is a crushable sip. Very velvety on the mouthfeel. I didn't even say the proof. God, shame on me. 110.2, compute 55.1%. Alcohol by volume. So that's cask. And by the way, this is distilled all in Indiana. So this is all MGP. It's not a blend of Sagamore's own distillate in here. And this is batch 2B. Although I think maybe they did one of these before somewhere else as a store pick. They've never released this finish as a distillery exclusive. I know that, at least that I know of. And it's never been like a nationwide release. So it's probably only been done in store pick form if they're on batch 2. And like I said, I heard they're doing batch 3 here soon. that has like a 4-year finish on the apple Kingston, so that's kind of cool. This was a 3. Down the hatch again. Can't tell you how good this is. Ooh. My only ding to it is the finish isn't super long. It drinks like 95. Like, it doesn't drink like 110. It is fairly viscous. You get this burst of like just traditional Sagamore, the MGP blend, right? Of the bourbon, just a semi-sweet rye spice, caramels. I get the chocolate on there on the second sip, and then just comes the apple cinnamon, just apple cinnamon cider. To be honest, it tastes like apple cinnamon cider then, but it's so well integrated with the rye. This is phenomenal. Thank you again, Paul. I really appreciate this. This will be entered into my greatest blind flight Sagamore at the end of the year, so we'll see how she does. But I gotta say, I'm digging this. And this is a perfect around the campfire, into fall drink. This is also a perfect hot summer day drink. I've never had a drink that feels right for both. You know, like, it's so refreshing that it makes me feel like a summer drink, which I've never said that before about a Sagamore. Like, they're always good and great and excellent, but they're never like, oh, that was refreshing. This one's kind of refreshing, but then it's also like, it's got that little bit of fall vibe to it, just in time, just in time. Bourbon Bill's rating, A+++, absolute must buy. Thank you again, Paul. Sagamore continues to hit her. Is there anything that they just can do wrong when they're finishing? So far, I've yet to find that answer is no. I haven't found that answer yet at all. They always just crush it. I hope Sagamore does this one as like distiller exclusive. That'd be pretty cool. And I can get that for my Patreon members. But pretty cool pick. Thank you again, Paul. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And a final note, the SAG 10 year is out now, by the way. I'm hoping to get my hands on one soon to do a full review of that for you. SAG 10's out, boys and gals, and it's probably going to be a hitter. See you next time. Have a good evening, everybody.